Hello, good morning and welcome to Sunrise Sports on 3FM 92.7. My name is Kelvin Owusu-Ansah. Before we get into our stories, let's give thanks to our sponsors, Mega 6 Lotto. 6 numbers can change your life. Well, what would you do if you won 1 million Ghana cedis, just like a lot of people won yesterday? With only 49 numbers to choose from, Mega 6 Lotto is offering you the chance to win exciting prizes. Don't forget to play before 5 p.m. every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Don't forget, it's every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday before 5 p.m. All you need to do is to dial *266# or download the iOS and Android apps on Mega6Lotto.com to play. Mega 6 Lotto is approved and regulated by the National Lotteries Authority. Now, let's quickly move on to the Ghana Football Association presidential elections as well as the Executive Council elections. And yesterday, Cat Edwin Simeon Okerko, the president of the association, exuded confidence following his vetting as presidential candidate for next month's polls. Now, the vetting process for presidential aspirants was held at the Alisa Hotel in Accra, with Ket Okerko leading proceedings on his way out of the vetting room. After completing a session, Ket touched on important areas candidates have their fate hinged on.
Your application, and then obviously you do have to go through the integrity and session, whether you've made your tax returns. So if you don't pay your tax, you're in trouble. And whether you've not made any false declaration whatsoever in relation to this opening. So I think that it was smooth. I'm very confident that given what I shared, I'll go through successfully, and then we'll be ready for the elections.
That is Ket Edwin Simeon Okerko, the current president of the Ghana Football Association. Now, Ket was followed by former GFA Vice President George Afriyie, who lost the last 4 years election to Ket. Well, he believes that the integrity of the men and the women on the vetting committee cannot be underestimated, and he trusts their judgment.
The integrity of the personnel or the gentlemen on the committee very high. I personally, before going into this vetting, did a background check on them, in spite of some of the things that I've heard before going into this vetting. I'm sure it was already out there that you will be disqualified. I mean, if you are the media, you've heard it several times, but I believe in them.
Well, that is from George Afriyie. He trusts the elections committee, and they are expected to announce their decisions on Monday, the 28th of August, providing further clarity on the candidates' eligibility. The upcoming elective congress is scheduled for September 27 in Tamale, where the new leadership and executive council members of the GFA will be determined. Well, Coach Kwesi Appiah, Frederick Echampong, Anata Frodro, Vice President of the Ghana Football Association, Mark Addo, and a host of others were present yesterday at the vetting committee to also go through their vetting process. Today, it is going to continue for the rest of the executive council members from Division 1 and Division 2. Now moving away to Medeama SC, and they've transferred 10 players as they continue to battle in the CAF Champions League after winning the Ghana Premier League. The 10 players have signed professional contracts with a side in Malta to begin their European adventures. Now, midfielders Kwesi Donsu, Prosper Osubuache, as well as forwards Charles Agyemang, Frank Boateng, Joshua Agyemang, Bess Makasari, and defenders Daniel Opoku and Moro Mukhtar will join the Maltese side this week after completing formalities. Now, winger Akadom Mohamed Hafiz completes the list of players leaving the club for Europe. Kwesi Donsu, Frank Boateng, and Joshua Agyemang have signed one-year loan deals, while the remaining 7 players have put pen to paper on permanent contracts. The players are expected to begin their journeys in Europe in a historic move by the club. They will arrive in Malta later today to kickstart their new path in their careers. Well, we wish them the very best and hope Medeama would have equally good replacements ahead of their second leg encounter against Remo Stars in the CAF Champions League qualifiers. Now to Ghana's strongest, and we continue to hail Godfred Akobila for emerging triumphant in the gripping grand finale of the highly anticipated 2023 contest. Now Akobila strolled to victory on his 8th attempt, striking off Bright Appiah and Ebenezer Amos. He believes he deserved it this time around.
from the start, I knew I was going to win. And throughout the episodes to the very final, I knew definitely I was going to win. I knew it was my year, so yeah.
What do you think went wrong all these years that you were always in the finals?
I do not think there were things that went wrong, but everything happens for a reason, and I think it wasn't my time. This is my time.
Well, Bright Appiah, who came runners-up, has sent a message to calm his colleagues in the security services for not being able to claim the title. He placed second.
It's a game. Though I'm disappointed, I have disappointed my fans very well, but they should take it cool with me. I really apologize for my disappointment, especially to the police service, to the military, to all the security services. I am really sorry, but hope I'll come back strongly and do better next time.
So that is that from Bright Appiah. Now moving away, Runathon Ghana Foundation is a non-governmental and non-profit sports development organization that is being revived after an 8-year dormancy. The aim is to help athletes train properly, manage talent, develop sports facilities, scholarships, sports advocacy and research. Here is former athlete Eric Kwame Adai.
Road running event we call the Accra City Marathon. It's billed as Ghana's premier first-class marathon that is set to rival the very best of marathons all over the world. If you go to New York, whether it's the New York City Marathon, London Marathon, Boston Marathon, Berlin Marathon, Tokyo Marathon, we want them to realize that we also have something that can really rival what they are doing. And want this to be a way in which we can showcase the brightest and the best in Accra, Ghana, as well as what Ghana as a country has to offer. And we want this to be a thing that will attract people from the four corners of the globe to come here and take part annually in this road running event. It's one of the special events that we are creating and going to organize as Runathon Ghana Foundation. But we're also going to have various road running experiences, events to be spread throughout the year. But this is going to be the first marathon that we're going to have coming back from our break since 2016.
Well, started in 2012 with 50 kilometers ultra marathon, but a break between 2015 and 2023 has necessitated the need for a revival. Dr. Adai speaks on when the marathon is expected to come on, as well as other things involved.
This is going to take place on the 13th of January 2024, and we are expecting not less than 12,000 runners. In the past, we've had about, in our very first event, we had about 2,000 runners, followed up with about 5,000 runners. Another event, we went all the way up to about 10,000, and then we stopped. So coming back, we're going to promote it very well, and we think that this is supposed to attract a lot of local but also international runners at the professional level, but also recreational runners. People who want to do run walk and just to keep fit, or those who want to be hardcore runners who want to run because they feel they are great and they want to win prizes.
Now, wait for that. From that, back to football. Arsenal had lost all 4 of their Premier League away games played on Monday night under Mikel Arteta. They broke the curse by defeating Crystal Palace, courtesy a penalty from captain Martin Odegaard to give 10-man Arsenal a battling Premier League victory at the Selhurst Park. Eddie Nketiah was brought down by Sam Johnstone after Gabriel Martinelli's quick taking free kick, with Odegaard sending the goalkeeper the wrong way from the spot. Arteta, he praised on Declan Rice following his impressive performance in the 1-0 win over Crystal Palace.
Hopefully we saw a little bit, but I think it was great. I think he was boss in midfield. I think he dominated the game. He was very influential, both attacking and defending. And he has started to grow. Today he played in a different position than last week because what we expected from Palace and what we needed there, and I think he was really good.
Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta, the now former Arsenal and France forward Thierry Henry, has been appointed coach of the country's under-21s on a 2-year contract. The Arsenal legend who helped France win the World Cup on home soil in 1998 succeeds Sylvain Ripoli. Henry, 46, has had 2 spells as assistant coach with Belgium and managed Monaco and Montreal Impact. Now, he will now lead the France under-23 side at the 2024 Paris Olympics, which the French Football Federation describes as a major objective. Henry will also lead the under-21's bid to qualify for the European Championships in 2025. Now, Spanish football Federation President Luis Rubiales has apologized for kissing Jenny Hermoso on the lips after Spain won the Women's World Cup. Rubiales kissed the Spanish forward during the presentation ceremony following the team's 1-0 win over England in Sunday's final. "I didn't like it," Hermoso said on Instagram, but a statement released later on her behalf defended Rubiales. On Monday, Rubiales said, "I was completely wrong. I have to admit it was without bad intention at the time with a lot of excitement. In the moment, we saw it as natural, but outside a commotion has formed. I have to apologize, learn from this, and understand what you are. As president, you have to be very careful." Now to the Premier League champions Manchester City, and they are reported to have agreed a deal to sign Belgian Jeremy Doku. The fee involved is around £55.5 million for the Rennes forward. If the deal is completed, Jeremy Doku will become Manchester City's third signing of the summer transfer window. Well, should the forward join, it could put the future of Cole Palmer into doubt, according to Damis Shit.
Yeah, they're in talks with Rennes over the deal for the winger Jeremy Doku. He's been talked about quite a lot in this transfer window. Manchester City, of course, looking for a forward in that kind of position after they sold Riyad Mahrez to the Saudi Arabian side Al Ahly. It might throw into doubt the future of Cole Palmer as well, though. Pep Guardiola has said in this transfer window that if he leaves, it will be on a permanent deal. He won't be allowed to go on loan. Let's see how that one transpires if Manchester City end up signing Doku. What do we know about him? 21 years old, Belgium international, entered the final 2 years of his contract at Rennes. And as I mentioned, he has been talked about with other clubs in this transfer window. West Ham United, it's since emerged that Manchester City are quite close to signing him, but they actually had a bid for Doku rejected last week, and they're unlikely to go back in for the player.
Well, Damisha, they're on Jeremy Doku's move to Manchester City. Now, Manchester United forward Mason Greenwood will leave the club by mutual agreement after a 6-month internal investigation into his conduct. Greenwood was arrested in January 2022 following allegations surrounding material which was published online. Charges against the 21-year-old England international, including attempted rape and assault, were dropped on the 2nd of February 2023. But United said, based on the evidence available to us, we have concluded that the material posted online did not provide a full picture and that Mason did not commit the offences in respect of which he was originally charged. That said, as Mason publicly acknowledges today, he has made mistakes which he is taking responsibility for. Well, we are yet to know the future of the young man. Now finishing off with some athletics from the World Athletics Championship. American sprinter Sha'Carri Richardson, whose Tokyo Olympic dreams were dashed after a positive marijuana test, won the 100 meters world title on Monday night, loudly asserting herself as a Paris 2024 medal contender. The 23-year-old gobbled up the track in a blazing personal best of 10.65 seconds at the 2023 championships at the National Athletics Center. Richardson's win was a stunning upset of dominant Jamaican sprinters Shericka Jackson and Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, who finished second and third respectively. Once again, Marie-José Talu lost out on a medal. Now, Burkina Faso's Hughes Fabrice Zango soared to victory in the men's triple jump for the country's first ever World Athletics Championship gold on Monday, while 18-year-old title favorite Jaden Hibbert of Jamaica pulled out with an injury. Zango ranked number 2 in the world jump, 17.64 meters on his 5th of 6 attempts to overtake Cuba's Lazaro Martinez, who won silver with 17.41 meters after fouling on 3 of his attempts. So that is it there. We expecting Ghana's 4x100 meters and 4x100 meters, as well as the 200 meters sprinter Joseph Paul Amwa, to compete later today. That'll be all for sports this morning. My name is Kelvin Osman, but let's give thanks to Mega 6 Lotto for helping us bring you the latest in the world of sports. 6 numbers can change your life with Mega 6 Lotto. What would you do if you won 1 million Ghana cedis today? With only 49 numbers to choose from, Mega 6 Lotto is giving you the opportunity to win exciting prizes. Don't forget to play before 5 p.m. every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Dial *266# or download the iOS and Android apps on mega6lotto.com to play. Mega 6 Lotto is approved and regulated by the NLA. Johnny Hughes and the rest of the team take over after DJ Biam serves you with some very fine tunes. Have a brilliant Tuesday.